This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience playing this game. Well, I think I'll be fine. Yeah, I think I'll be fine. Please visit bleh for content. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree you are at least 13 years of age. Let me check. Where's my ID? Where's my ID? Am I 21? Am I older than 13? Yes, I am. And you consent to your exposure to highly disturbing content. Yes, I agree. Otherwise, I wouldn't have downloaded this game. From what I've heard, it's incredibly disturbing. But I've never played it, so ho-hum. At least the music's pleasant. At least the music's pleasant. I've heard a lot about Doki Doki Literature Club, but I've never played it before, so I thought I'd play it. Given I am more in the tapping interactive story games, I play a lot of those. Yeah. I don't know how disturbing this is going to be. I've seen the animation for Mark's video, but obviously that's only like a section of it, doesn't show the whole thing, so... I don't know any of these characters. I think I know only Monica and Sayori. I've heard their names thrown about, but I don't know which ones are which. So yes, hello my little thieves, it is Phantom here, and welcome to Doki Doki Literature Club, this disturbing game. If you guys, like the warning said, will not feel comfortable in this game, just go watch something else. Watch one of my other videos that might not involve disturbing content, okay? Because this is going to be disturbing, according to what I've heard. So let's just jump right in and find out. We're not gonna change that. Okay, well, let's do this, I guess. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arm in the air like she's totally obviously to any attention she might draw to herself. What? This English though. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. I don't know that feeling because I moved away from my childhood home and stuff, so I never really, yeah. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. Sounds like what I would do, just leave her behind. No, I would call at least. I'd wake her up and tell her I'm leaving. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I would have just kept walking. I overslept again! I do that a lot though. But I caught you this time! Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Eh? You say that like you were thinking of ignoring me. I said of instead of about. I'm so fucking stupid. That's mean, Phantom. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. You know what? When I play these games, I usually read this stuff in my head and then randomly laugh out loud, and then my parents will look at me like, "What the hell are you? What the hell are you reading?" We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the street becomes increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Phantom, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already. I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. Eh? That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. That's me every day. I have been in schools where people don't have the same interest as me, so I just go along with the conversation. I don't even know half the things they're talking about most of the time. That sounds really mean, but it's true, because I don't know anything. Sayuri likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Story of my life. I was talking about how I'm worried and you won't learn how to socialize and have any skills before college. I don't socialize, so Sayuri, screw you. Just bye. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a neat in a few years because you're not used to the real world. Someone explain to me what this is. I don't know what that is. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Is this like every other interactive game where I get to choose certain options? I hope I do. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? I don't know, you're a pushover, I guess. More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. I guess it's nice to be worried about, but I've never been properly worried about, or I just don't know I'm being worried about, so... School time! Woo! I haven't seen one of these classes since I was in China. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. I fucking wish that was the case, because I don't know if you guys know, but school days are fucking long. Even if they're short, they feel long. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motive. Stare blankly at the wall. Do I have motivation? Yeah, maybe. Clubs. Sawyer wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Yes! Always start with the anime club. Hello? Sayuri? Sayuri must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch up to you coming out of the classroom. Oh, wait, I read that wrong. So wrong. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. I don't know what kind of voice I'm trying to give her. I don't even know. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. I keep pausing. Hang on a second. I keep pausing where I don't need to pause. I don't usually read this much, so that's why I'm yawning. I'm so sorry. I really don't mean to yawn, but I've never read this much in my entire life, at least out loud. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, no what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayuri. Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. That's totally what I would say. Meanie. Sayori is the vice president of the literature club. That's like one of the reasons why I wouldn't go there, because I can't write for shit. That's a lie. I'm in the middle of writing something right now, so I can't say that. I can't say that because it would probably come out horrible, so it doesn't matter. Not that... Hang on. Not that I was ever aware that she was... There we go. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. Okay. I need to put this in my head. Sayori is the one with the bow and the short hair. Cools. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. That's debatable. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please! Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring a new member. And Natsuki make cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. That was exactly what I was gonna say. Never do that. Never, 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 never. Never do that. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead. She probably is. Or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I think it's more the former than the latter. I let us along. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I would too, to be honest, just for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for the third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone! The new member is here! Oh, when the hell did I agree to this? I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Are you assuming my gender? No, I'm kidding. Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Phantom. Well, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape oh, fuck. I just got lost in the acting. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Yeah, okay. But what are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. You could say that about me, you know, because I'm short as fuck. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. Where are these cupcakes? I want a cupcake! You can just ignore her. When she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear. Quietly into my ear. Then turns back towards the other girl. girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say that. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayuri and Natsuki. She seems very polite. She has long hair like I used to. Ah, well, it's nice to meet you both. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. Oh, so you're Monica. Okay. Okay, I think I got the gist of who's who now. It's great seeing you again, Phantom. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. I can see that. She looks like the typical athletic type. You know, ponytail. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come, sit down, Phantom. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I just hit the wire on my headphones and I thought I unplugged it. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then, how about I make some tea as well? Yuri is on my wavelength. I'd always have tea. Where is my tea? I didn't make any today. But I have tea flowers. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. So a big table? As Sayuri mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayuri. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take my seat next to Sayuri. Sayuri. A lot of people say Sayuri, so I've been saying that, but I feel like it's more pronounced Sayuri than Sayuri, so Sayuri. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Wow! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like cats! Yes! The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolates were used to make the ears. So cute! That hurt my throat so much. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know, just hurry up and take one. Sayuri grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious! Sayuri talks with her mouth full, and already has managed to get icing on her face. Typical! I turn the cupcake around in my finger, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice that she's sneaking a glance at I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Well, why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? I thought you technically did. Sayuri said, well, maybe. But not for, you know, you, dummy. Oh, she's the tsundere type. There we go. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down a teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated, Yuri. Oh. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not it. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monika raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? Sayuri dragged me here. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monika that I was practically dragged here by Sayuri. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet. And Sayuri seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everybody. That is great. If I was president of anything, I would fail at it. I would be a horrible president. I wouldn't know what the hell I'm doing. Monika, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you the leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. Monika, you are not the only one. I don't like politics either. Monika is like the only one with a fairly English-sounding name. Everyone else has like Japanese names. Obviously, I don't. Excuse me. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make it something special out of it. I can't read. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monika is really a great leader. Yuri nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised that there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monika must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the new idea of I can't fucking read. And maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Phantom, what kind of things do you like to read? Let's see, I like to read otome games, I like to read interactive stories, I have some manga here and there. I got some mythical books. I like mythical books. Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way to answer that. Manga? I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. You know what's weird is because I watch so much anime, it's literally playing in my head, that motion. Just I don't know. My favorite is usually novels? I can't read. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. That can be said about otakus and weebs too. We find peace in anime rather than people. I'm doing a lot of reading. I'm gonna stay hydrated. Gotta stay hydrated. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can deliberately take advantage of your lack of imagination and completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock, which is what my friends in school did all the time because I just stand there and look at them. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think and takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! And give that back! Fine. Your cupcakes, your poem, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Series. How do you pronounce that? Give me a second. How do you pronounce that word?
Sidle.
Sidle. Series sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. have writing experiences too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I want to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri looks quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Is that right, Phantom? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Oh, hold on, there's still one problem. Eh? Oh, what's that? Now that we're back on the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join the club. Sayuri may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decisions. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought, because look at all these sad faces. All 4 girls stare at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought, Phantom, you all... I'm defenseless against these girls. I beg to differ. I will ghost them to their face. I will walk out of this classroom right now. Oh, I just got pulled by my headphones. I guess I'm not doing that. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That's it. That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes lit up. Didn't look like one by one to me. It looked like they all stood up at attention as soon as I said that. Yes! I'm so happy! Sayuri wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just come here for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then, that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem and bring it to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over me once more. Phantom, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Phantom, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. So Yuri and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way my mind wanders back and forth between the 4 girls. Sayuri, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow closer with one of these girls. Alright, is this a dating simulator? Is that what I'm playing right now? Is this an otome game? What do you call it when it's the other way around? Because otome games are for girls. Well, what is it when you do it? Oh, I don't care. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Hang on, I'm just gonna look it up. What's the opposite? Wait, no, okay, so they're just called otome games, really. Bishoujo is like the correct term for it if it's like a guy with many girls. Okay, so we're gonna quickly write our little "aw." It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem most. Okay, so I'm just gonna pick my favorite word. I don't have a favorite person right now, so I'm just gonna pick my favorite word. Yeah. So climax, peace, meager, disarray, memories, jump, existence, promise, melancholy, fireworks. Melancholy. Sadness, treasure, loud, extreme, whistle, skirt, playground, judgment, nightgown, tenacious. Tenacious, yeah. Ambiance, smile, universe, misery, anger, uncontrollable, chocolate spinning, atone, hope. Ambient. After image, marshmallow, whirlwind, beauty, grief, entropy. I like entropy. Laugh, extraordinary, party, vivacious, entropy. Warm, death, lollipop, sparkle, lucky, boop. Holiday, bunny, waterfall, intellectual. Infallible. Infallible? Milk, breath, wrath, secretive, mouse, pout. Sunset, portrait, embrace, secretive. Variance, determination, swimsuit, starscape, sweet. Pleasure, hair, convent, COVID? I don't know how to pronounce that word. Bouncy, pink, determination. Childhood, explode, friends, forgive, anime, cheeks, games, unending, vibrant, massacre, anime, bubbles, pure, peaceful, unrestrained, kitty, marriage, less candy, cry, twirl, unrestrained. Sensation, time, sunny, shiny, broken, silly, strawberry, dazzling, graveyard, sensation. Vacation, awesome, depression, hop, alone, special, parfait, ribbon, passion, tears, passion, together, despite, despise, cheer and eternity, excitement, ocean, melody, vanilla, bed, analysis. Question, electricity, I'm just gonna pick them at random. Unrequited. Inferno. Charm. Vertigo. Infinite. And fantasy. Prayer. And philosophy. Okay. We will stop there. This is day 2. We will stop there because I am out of time for this episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed so far. My reading skills need work. Hopefully this game will help me with that. And if you want to request other games, put them down in the comments below. If you like this video, please hit that like button. Or if you don't like this video, then hit that dislike, I guess. But yeah, that's it, everyone. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you, my little thieves, in the next one. Bye!